When I'm home and I'm feeling alone, mama, oh, open up. Oh, I'm holding on you. Don't let me go.
Our following guest is everything in the word exceptional. Benny Afro is the name, and it's safe to say that he's taking on the global music scene, creating waves with his fresh and edgy global sound, and the talented musician has been selected to showcase at the 33rd Annual South African by Southwest Conference and Festivals, which is happening all the way in Austin, Texas. He is in the building, and he is going to be telling us about this exciting opportunity. It is time for From ZA with Love. Good morning, Benny Afro. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, man.
I'm looking at the name. I'm trying to place it with the image, and I think I see where you're going with this. I mean, walk us through how you got the name and how this journey started out for you.
My actual name is Benny. So how I got the Afro was like, you know, back in high school and back way in school, I always had a young Afro. I used to refuse cutting my hair. Wow. So people started calling me Afro, like, yo, Afro, Afro. And then when I needed a stage name, I was like, Benny and Afro, Benny Afro, and I had a stage name just like that.
Yeah, and I mean, that name is now taking you globally. You're obviously going to be performing in Austin, Texas. But before we get to that, let's look at your journey as an artist. You were independent for quite some time, in fact, before you joined First Season. Why the decision from the onset to go the independent route and then migrate?
I think for me, I had gotten to a point where I'd done everything I could do as an independent artist. Okay. Because it takes a lot of finances. You need a lot of finances to push, and it gets to a point where you're like, you know what? I just can't go beyond this by myself. You need the network needs to get bigger. You need to meet other people that know other people that are not within your reach. And I think that's what made me decide, you know what? Maybe it's time that I considered a deal.
Yeah, and I mean, you are obviously musically trained. Yeah. So it's the entire package for you. There's the business element, there's also the artistic review. How would you say that has helped you to package Benny Afro into who he is today?
I think it's just like, I've always been in and around music. I come from a musical family, but I think it gave me the confidence, like knowing that this is something that I love doing, but I also went the extra mile to go study music, to go get a degree in music. That for me actually helped me gain confidence, because it's not nice when you're not sure about certain things, but when you go the extra mile and you keep learning, then it gives you that confidence to do what you love. The fullest.
And I mean, you were studying law, and then you decided to drop and switch into that. So I mean, how do you have this discussion with your parents to say, this is my passion, and I actually want to back myself in this? This is what I'm doing. I think
it kind of just happened naturally. I think it was bound to happen. It just took longer because, sometimes, parents don't usually get it. Are you sure you want to do this? And then with time, I think it just organically started happening, and then I just couldn't be there anymore. I felt like I was spending more time on the music, and it wasn't fair on what I was studying, because I was giving my time to the music. Initially I thought, okay, I can split my time between the law and then I just decided, you know what, let me just go study the music. If I do get some time, I can always finish my law degree. Yeah,
absolutely. So with that, I mean, there's identity, there's understanding your sound and your offering. It seems to be a fusion of pop and R&B. How would you describe, how would you say you've come to that distinct sound, and how it actually epitomizes who you are?
I think I grew up listening to a whole lot of different sounds, which kind of influenced the kind of music that I make. And I grew up listening to a whole lot of the Motown guys, your Manhattans, your Commodores, some of the South African pop and disco guys. If people remember guys like Dan Chanda, those are the guys that I used to listen to. And then I later evolved into listening to your hip hop and the R&B. I think all of those sounds put in together, they kind of not quite, but they're the closest thing to describing the Benny Afro sound.
Today. Until you evolve, because that's the beauty of your music, so much so that it's now obviously resonated on a global platform. You're heading to Austin, Texas. What did you do when you found out that you're going to be performing overseas? And I guess, what expectations do you have ahead of the performance?
It's not my first performance overseas. I was in Bangkok. I lived there for 8 years. I was on a tour with some guys called OG Me Music.
Yeah.
But I never thought that I'd get the opportunity to go to the US to showcase, you know, like South by Southwest is one of the biggest festivals out there. So when I got the news, I was like, this is unbelievable. So I'm just like, you know, I'm excited to share my homegrown talent with the world. Yeah, it's always exciting to meet other musicians as well and see like their take on music and get to hear how they view music today and where they think music is going. So I'm really excited about all of that.
How are you involved in that creative process?
Yeah.
So when are you producing? Are you writing?
Yeah.
How much ownership do you have of that?
I used to produce a lot of music, but I don't get so much time to sit behind the program and produce anymore. I just like, you know, sit right there and then listen and say, okay, add this, okay, change this to a minor, do this. But I'm very involved, like I am very touchy with my creative space and my creative freedom. I think that's why it took me so long to sign, because all the other offers I was getting, you know, they were trying to change my sound, they were trying to do this. So it was great that I finally found people who are willing to take me on with my own sound. And that for me is great because I get to control the kind of music that I make. Yeah.
Well, on that note, literally, let's take a look at some of your works. I know there's a music video lined up before we continue with the conversation.
On my side of town, we got so much going on, we just can't work out. On my side of town, my people always on the road, we just can't work out. On my side of town, you got me coming back for more as I remember all the things that we did all on the floor. Oh yeah, I'm coming back for more.
You see, it's catchy. I'm literally also jamming behind the scenes. So I'm wondering about the preparation process now going forward for your performance in Texas. Where's your headspace at? What goes into preparing for this?
I'm just looking forward to, you know, giving it my best. I haven't played for myself in a while. So I've been going back on the bass guitar. Like I want to do some stuff on the bass for myself. So I've been like practicing a lot. I just want to give it my best, man. I just want to give it my best. It's a great opportunity. I can't afford to wing it. So yeah, I just got to stay prepared.
Yeah, I know they say luck is preparation meeting opportunity. It sounds like you're in that space. So in terms of 2020, I mean, what can we expect from you from here into besides that performance?
Definitely more music, more collaborations. I just did a song with Ami Faku, which I'm going to be performing. I have more songs with the likes of Zuchi. I'm just working with a whole lot of artists for now. And hopefully I'll be dropping an EP towards the end of the year. And then I'm hoping on dropping an album next year, early next year.
Okay, well, I guess on social media we can catch you, find out where you're at. What are your handles?
It's at Benny Afro on Twitter, at Benny Afro on Instagram, Benny Afro on Facebook. It's Afro with an E. Don't get that wrong.
On that note, Benny, you have a little performance prepared for us as well. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. So before you head over to Fly That Flag for us, please take it away on our local stage. This is to Africa and beyond.
Thank you so much.
Again, his name is Benny Afro. Whilst he gets ready, definitely a talent that you should be looking out for. Again, we're wishing him all the best when it comes to him performing in Austin, Texas. He's also going to be taking us to an ad break with one of his songs coming up. Stay tuned.
Select play.
without you.